only get one shot.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Lions and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. This is the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. You got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me,
You got to understand, you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
On first down, Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all those things, and still be in good shape.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter and misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And Ross St. Brown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in the playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They have no answer for that right there.
Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Fields now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Fields.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Again, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Back to throw, Fields.
Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Fields.
And that's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
To the air again, Fields.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now it's Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. but really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and throw the pick, not good at all.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Lions offense set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance
finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the 50, here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Coleman will try up the middle. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards. 12. Operating from the gun. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears
Down 13-10, a little over 80 ticks to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Throwing to to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. The defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ready up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So